Welcome back to the Liquor Camp. So everybody seems to have their favorite liquor store, and we're certainly no different. But we love to go bourbon hunting and explore stores in other towns and cities and see what they have out there, and maybe even revisit some old favorites that we found along the way. One of those stores in Chicago is Warehouse Liquors. Warehouse Liquors has been operating in Chicago since 1983, and Gene, the owner, is very well known and respected for his barrel picks. They've got great hardwood floors, tin ceilings. It gives it a real antique look to the store. It's fairly small, but they've got it so packed full of scotches and bourbons and all kinds of wine and beer that the space feels really open and inviting. And it's pretty remarkable because back in the summer of 2020, the store was nearly destroyed in the looting that happened in Chicago. They captured a lot of that on their store cameras and they put out a video of it. If you want to go check it out, I'll put a link in the description below so that you can go see what happened to their store. And they deserve a lot of credit because they have brought that store back to a beautiful, well-stocked store that feels like it's been that way for 20 years. We found out about Warehouse Liquors when Rocky took a trip to Chicago and went on a bourbon extravaganza weekend. They went through a tasting with him and Gene helped him pick out some really great bottles. It impressed Rocky enough that recently he brought me back and we're gonna go through some of the great picks that we found there. So I wanted to show you some of the bottles that we came home with from Warehouse Liquors. The first one is Kilchoman Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. Now this is an Islay Scotch. It is about 125 proof. It's finished in a single bourbon barrel and it is a store pick from Warehouse Liquors. The next one I have is actually a Highland Scotch. This is from Deanston. If you've visited the channel before, you know this is one of my favorites. It's an 18-year bourbon barrel finished Highland Scotch whiskey, about 93 proof. I have another Scotch. This one is Arran. It's a single malt Scotch whiskey from a private cask. It is actually from the island of Arran. It's not quite as peaty and smoky as some of the Islay Scotches, but it is fairly smoky. Really good. I enjoyed this. Another one that we picked up is another Scotch. It's Old Pulteney. This is a Highland Scotch. It is about 125 proof. It's really right up my alley. This is a single cask and it is a store pick from Warehouse Liquors. So we did actually pick up some bourbons while we were there as well, and they all happen to be cask strength because, well, we really like cask strength bourbon. The first one we got was Heaven's Door cask strength. Another one that we picked up is this one from Still Austin. This is a cask strength and we've been hearing a lot of good things, so I'm really excited to get into this, so stay tuned because we will definitely be getting into this soon. Another one that we picked up that Gene brought out was Weller Full Proof, and I'm not gonna say no when someone recommends a Weller Full Proof, so we brought that one home as well. So the last one that I have for you today, I'm really excited about, and I'm gonna try it with you because I've never tried it before, and that is 1792 Full Proof. Now this is a Warehouse Liquor store pick, and I haven't tried it, so I wanted to try it with you today. In order to give this a good, honest try, the first thing I'm gonna need is a good whiskey glass. Let's pop this open. Ooh, I always love that sound. That too. Okay. So on the nose, I'm getting a good amount of apricot, some caramel, maybe a little bit of the oak, but it's not super smoky. It's got a really nice aroma to it. Let's see what it tastes like. For being a full proof, it is not got a ton of harsh burn to it. It's got some heat, but it's not really knocking me over with it. A good coating on the mouth, great mouth feel. It has a lot of good like fruitiness to it, some apricot, maybe some peach. A little bit of pear. I'm getting a lot of that good caramel in there too. Not a ton of smoke to it. It's got a really nice, deep, rich caramel flavor. Yeah, this has got a lot of fruit in it. A good amount of cream and caramel in there. A little bit more heat on the second try, but it really does coat the mouth well. It's got a great mouthfeel, like I said. I really like this. It's got a good amount of heat without it being super harsh, and it has a really deep, rich flavor. $17.92 full proof. This is a good pick. Now, I'd love to get my hands on a bottle of $17.92 full proof that's not a store pick to maybe compare that. I'm really excited. I'll be looking for that. But this is a fantastic bottle. So if you know of any good liquor stores out there that are worth the drive, let us know, because I love checking out new liquor stores. Also, if you're looking for great whiskey glasses or any of the other bar tools that we use, I've got the links for you down below. And since you seem to have some time on your hands, go check out our other whiskey reviews right here. Until we pop the next one, make sure you're drinking responsibly, and we'll see y'all back here at the camp.